So we're going to talk about a business opportunity where you can earn a full-time income with only part-time effort simply by working smarter, not harder. And I mentioned last time something called MLM 2.0, which I need to clarify a bit more this time. Basically, what we're doing is we're trying to reinvent the whole system, because traditionally network marketing has been a great concept, and I think you'll all agree it is a good idea, but it does have its weaknesses. And it's been around a long time, 50 years or so, but it hasn't really evolved over those 50 years. So what we're trying to do is introduce a new way of doing business, because obviously we're in the internet age now and things move a lot faster. So we're introducing those sort of concepts that help build your business faster. And that's what we mean by working smarter, not harder. And I'll explain as we go through the presentation. So there's two parts to network marketing traditionally, obviously. There's the company and yourself. And usually what happens is the company will provide a product, which hopefully is a good product. If it's not, you're not going to get involved in the business. And if the product's good, then usually they have a good income plan. And again, if the income plan isn't good, then you probably won't get involved in the business. And then the third thing is obviously you need to be working with a reputable company. And in most cases they are, with a few exceptions. So let's assume that in this case you've got a good product, a good income plan, and a good reputable company. So then your obligation, if you decide to get involved, is to start marketing their products and services. And this is where your contacts come in. And most of us have got contacts because we all have a mobile phone these days, and most of us have lots and lots of contacts. So the next step then is for you to inform the people that you're communicating with about this fantastic product and service. And unfortunately, this is where most people struggle, because A, you probably won't know much about the product or the business, so you will have to go and learn that, and this is a stumbling block for a lot of people. And even if you did have sufficient knowledge and information about the product and service, most people struggle with the skill side of things, because the vast majority of people are not actually trained to sell. So this is where most people will struggle, these two areas. And this is why I think most people struggling network marketing, and statistically speaking, they say around 90% or 97% of people don't break even. But what if there was a company that actually took care of those two elements for you? So all you had to do was work on your contacts, and all you did was send them a message that would actually do the rest of the work for you. And this is what I mean by MLM 2.0, working smarter rather than harder. And just to give you an example, let's show you how simple it is. We're not talking about getting lots and lots of customers and lots of recruiting lots of people. We're talking about small figures here. So in this example I'm going to give you, we're going to show 4 customers, okay, and let's say 3 consultants, and those 3 consultants could easily be those customers. And over a period of 2 months, that's all you do. Introduce 4 customers and 3 consultants, but you duplicate that over 12 months. After 12 months, if you do that, you will earn in excess of £50,000 in your first 12 months. And that's what I mean by working smarter, not harder. Okay. Well, we're going to go through the compensation plan shortly, but I'm just going to give you an overview of the business now. I'm just checking to make sure everything's okay on my side, so just bear with me. Okay, so as a company, what we offer are products that actually help people save money. So we're in the transfer spend business. We're not actually asking people to buy new products. We're saying you're already using these products, why not use us and save money? So it's not a difficult sell really. And as I just explained, the compensation plans are very lucrative, but the unique part of it is that we will have a video marketing system that does all the work for you. So you won't have to explain any of this. And as a company, we're based in the UK, we're based in Leeds, we're just moving into new offices as we speak, because we've just outgrown the ones upstairs, so we're moving into bigger offices downstairs in Leeds, and we've just registered, or we're in the process of registering as a PLC. So we're no longer going to be a limited company, we're going to be a UK PLC, and we've just registered with the DSA. So that process is going through. I know people have asked about that, but it's a process going through right now. And we have our own in-house software team as well. So the whole business is built around these people. Sorry, the business that we're building is based on what we as networkers do. And so our software team, we're working closely with them to develop a plan and a system that works for everyone. But we do have one ace up our sleeve, a surprise game changer, which I believe would completely revolutionize the MLM industry. And I think this is the difference that makes all the difference. And it's the one thing, for me, I believe, would create real, true, long-term financial freedom. And I'm going to come to that shortly in the presentation. So let's talk about the products then. We have 6 categories of products. We've got energy, telecoms, water, motor, insurance, and finance. Now, one of the questions we get asked a lot is, what's the difference between us, what we do, and what other network marketing companies do? So let me explain. Other network marketing companies that usually offer these types of products tend to deal with one supplier. So they will get there, they'll give you the rates and get you signed up as a customer purely because you're a loyal person to them. It's through relationship marketing. So the idea is that they're going to get you as a customer because they know you and you're a friend. But we work slightly differently. We go to the whole market. We go to what they call the open market, and we will get rates from every supplier out there. And then what we do is we let you decide which one you want to go for. It might be the first one, it might be the second one, depending on what the contract or what the service is. So you've got the choice, you've got the freedom to choose what you want. And as far as energy is concerned, we've got 5 categories of energy. Gas and electric, obviously, but we also do something called solar PV. Now, in a couple of years, this whole industry is going to change. I won't go into that right now, but solar batteries are coming in about 2 years' time, and that's going to completely revolutionize the whole energy industry, and we're already getting involved in that. In fact, one of our companies has been doing this for quite a while, so we're in the market already, but we will be supplying some of the best solar batteries that you can get on the market. So it's a great product to offer to customers, and there's huge revenues to be earned from that. And it's the same with home heating. We can fit boilers anywhere in the country. We've already got a large team out there doing this. We've been doing this for a while. And then, of course, LED lighting, which is a fantastic money-saving service. But let me just start with energy, electricity and gas first of all. And let's talk about domestic energy. Now, on average, our customers are saving around £400 a year. And the way we do it is you go on our website, you do a quick comparison with all the suppliers. It's a free service, very simple, and it's just a 5-minute form to fill in, and then that's it. You'll get the rates and you decide which one you go for. And it's the same, but slightly different with business energy, because we don't do it online. You have to request a quote, because our people will do all the work for you. And we deal with a large number of suppliers. We don't just deal with the 6. So we can get corporate rates for small businesses, and that's a unique selling point for us. You know, look, think about your local takeaways that normally get the standard rates. Well, we can get the top corporate rates for those. And just to give you an example, a friend of mine, when I first got involved in this, had a factory, and I mentioned this to him, and he says, well, you know, I've got a broker, I use him, and he's been doing a great job for me for 6 years. So I said, look, tell you what, let me get you a price, just give me your bills, what have you got to lose? So he said, okay, fair enough. He gave me the bills. We went away, we got him a price, and we actually beat his existing broker by £2,400 per year. Okay, so he signed a 2-year contract, saving himself £4,800. So that's the sort of thing we can do, and it's fairly straightforward. It doesn't mean I didn't have to ring I didn't have to ring any of the suppliers. I didn't have to do any of the running around. Our people, our in-house team, do that all for you. So all you have to do is get a copy of their bills and what we call a signed LOA, letter of authority, which allows us to access their supplier. That's all it means. We can talk to their supplier and get them a better rate. So that's another example of the energy. And then, of course, we also do telecoms. And business telecoms, we can do fantastic rates for. Again, large corporate rates for small businesses. We can do VoIP systems, entire systems for the whole business, or small, you know, if it's a small business, we can do the same. We can also do customized billing. And the other thing we're introducing is mobile phones, obviously. Now, think about this. How many people have a mobile phone, and how often do they upgrade? Usually every 2 years. Well, once we've got our mobile phone system online, your customers will be able to buy a mobile phone directly through us at a discounted rate, and you get paid a commission. What a great concept. The best thing is they could also introduce people and get paid on it as well. So that's a really good example of another product. We're also introducing water. The water industry deregulates, the industrial water industry deregulates this April, so that's another add-on. And then, of course, we've got a motor product, a really good motor product called excess protection. This is where you protect your excess. in case of an accident. Now you probably know that most people have an excess on their insurance policy, and in some cases it can actually reduce your insurance policy. And it's valid for any driver in any area. Let me give you an example. The average excess is usually around £100 to £1,000. Okay, so let's say it's £500 in this example. Well, we can protect that excess, that £500, for £40 a year. So if you did have an accident that was your fault, then you don't have to pay that money because it comes out of the excess protection. But if you want higher protection, £1,000, then it's only an extra £13. So for £53, you can get £1,000 worth of excess. And there are other rates above that as well, which you can check on the actual website. The beauty of it is that it doesn't matter how old you are, where you live, or whether you've got any no claims bonus or not, the price is exactly the same for everyone. So it's a great little product that helps people protect their excess. And it's not just for cars. We do motorbikes. We can also do a policy that covers all travel, domestic, home insurance and car insurance. So it's only slightly more, but it covers all the different excesses. And of course landlord insurance, which you would never have thought of, because landlords apparently do have a lot of claims. So that's one of the products that we have. And of course insurance, that's coming online in probably around June time. So think about all the people that you know. In fact, I've just had to change my insurance policy last couple of days for my wife. So imagine all the people that you know that will be able to log onto our system and find a cheaper quote, just like they do with any other comparison engine like Go Compare or Compare the Market. We can do exactly the same, and the rates are usually the same anyway for everything, whether it's energy or insurance. So they can come onto our system, get a cheaper insurance, get a discount, and you get paid. And of course we can do all the other types of insurance as well, travel, health and life, etc. And then finally, finance. Personal loans, business loans, credit cards, cashback cards, and we also have an investment club, which I won't go into now, but that's actually a very unique concept, and there is a lot of money to be made in that. But again, these are things that people will tend to inquire about anyway, credit cards especially, and loans these days, so we can offer that service. So how does it work then? How do we sell this? How do we market this to people? Well, as I said to you before, the biggest problem with network marketing is that when you get involved with the business, you've got to do all the explaining anyway, and this is not easy for people because A, most people aren't trained to sell, and B, when you've just started, it's usually very difficult to know what to say because it's brand new. And the problem is that the companies rely on you, and this is where people struggle because most people don't have those sort of skills. And unfortunately, I believe that this is probably the most important part of the business. I mean, think about it. Network marketing. The word marketing gives you a clue. And if you can't do that, then, you're struggling before you've even started. And I think this is why 97% of people fail in this industry. So how do we do it then? Well, our solution is to do video-based marketing. I mean, think about it. How many times have you sent a link to somebody, say, hey, have a look at this on Facebook or through WhatsApp or on text message or email? How many times have you sent people a short video just showing them something that might be interesting? And we do that. We do that all the time. It's something we do naturally. We refer people, whether it's something funny or something interesting, we'll send these links. And that's how simple it is. It's designed to work from your mobile. You send a link. It might be something like that where there's a compelling headline, and we're going to have lots and lots of these different types of links to introduce different products. This is just about network marketing, this particular one. So it might be something like that. Now you can earn a 6-figure income in MLM without being professional. They watch the video and they register, and that's it. No more hotel presentations, no more meetings. And you can do this from anywhere. You can be working from home, you can be abroad, it doesn't matter. It's as simple as that. So that gets rid of a lot of the problems. And the beauty of this is that it works for anyone. Whether you're a network marketing professional or somebody who's just started a work from home person, it doesn't matter. The system's designed to work for everyone. And that's what we mean by working smarter, not harder. Okay, so let me give you an example of this. Let's take energy, for example. How many people have seen the advert where this, I forget his name, the actor talks about switching energy with USwitch? I'm sure a lot of you have seen that, and you'll have seen other examples as well, like, for example, moneysupermarket.com. They have their own version, Compare the Market, and they're all telling us to switch. They're all saying we should switch our energy. But let me ask you a question. How many people do you think have switched in this year, in the last year? Well, in the last year, only 16% of people switched. Now, that could be a variety of reasons. It could be reasons that people don't watch TV as much anymore. It might be that people watch it and they're thinking, yeah, it's a great idea, but maybe I'll do it later. I mean, how often have you watched something you thought, yeah, that's a good idea. You haven't actually picked up the phone or logged on and done it. It's something you thought, I'll do that when I get round to it. And that's usually what happens. So a lot of people are on the verge of doing it anyway. It's just a matter of talking to them. And this is where we come in, because 74%, according to statistics, 74% of people do buy products because of word of mouth. So imagine these people in the media have done all the hard work for us, and all we have to do is go in there and say, hey, look, this is what we're offering. Why don't you give it a try? And because we're referring it, people trust people, don't they? Especially people trust people they know. So it makes it even easier. And surprisingly, business to business, the word of mouth ratio is 91%. So you get a much better response with business. So this is where the commercial energy would be quite good. And to make it even easier, okay, we're doing something unique. We're taking it one stage further. We're saying to you, okay, switch your energy, and if you do, you'll get entered into a free prize draw where you can win a year's worth of free gas and electricity for up to a value of £100 a month. Now, if that doesn't get people convinced, I don't think anything else will, because this is the little bit of extra edge, I think, what people like to have to make that decision. And surprisingly, apparently Facebook is the best form of marketing through Facebook is a competition. So this is a good one to run through Facebook. Now the competition is going to run till the 31st of May. So all entries up until 31st of May will be entered into this prize draw, and we'll be announcing the winner probably in June. But the person who signs them up will also win a prize, and that's a 55-inch 4K. I was going to say colour TV, but they're all colour these days, so I'm showing my age. Okay, 4K TV. So that's a bonus for the person who signs them up, and it doesn't matter if you're a consultant or an affiliate, you still win the prize. And we will be doing other competitions like this for other products as well. But like I say, we're in pre-launch, so this is early days. So how do we build a full-time income with only part-time effort? Okay, our business strategy is very simple. There's two steps to it. We're looking for people who want to save money, and we're looking for a few people who want to make money, and that's all there is to it, really. And there are two ways to get started. You can either become an affiliate, which is free of charge, or you can become a consultant, which you pay £200 for, and I'll explain the difference shortly. Okay, let me just go through the compensation plan very quickly. There are three types of commissions available. Retail commission, which both the affiliate and the consultant earn, and then matching bonus, which only consultants earn, and leadership bonuses, which is again only consultants earn. So you only earn retail commission for both. So if you want to earn all three, you need to be a consultant. The retail commission is paid down for affiliates. Is paid down 2 levels. So as I said, it's free to join. You also earn 30% on your own sales. So anybody who does a switch with you, you will get paid 30% commission. Anybody that you introduce as an affiliate or a consultant and they do a switch or they get a customer, you'll earn 12%, and anyone on the second level, you'll earn 8%. But consultants get paid down 7 levels. As you can see, it's 8%, 8%, 8% on levels 2, 3, and 4, and then it drops to 4% from levels 4, 5, 6, and 7. But those can also be 8% as well, because all you need to do is a little bit more business yourself. So all the levels from 2 to 7 are paid at 8%. That's quite substantial, as you're going to see in the calculator. So that's the difference between an affiliate and consultant. The consultant earns down 7 levels, the affiliate earns down 2 levels on his personal sales as well. Okay, so let me give you an example of the earnings. So let's say you've joined as a consultant, you've paid your £200, and we're going to work this out over 12 months, okay? Let's say you get 4 customers who switch their home energy. You could be one of them, okay? So let's say you get 2 in the first month and 2 in the second month, and that's it. That's all you do. But in your first month, you also introduce 2 people who want to make money, 2 consultants. And let's say they do the same. They get 2 and 2. And in your second month, you just get 1 more consultant, and they do the same. So you've got your 3 consultants in 2 months, and you've got your 4 customers in 2 months, okay? And let's say after that, nobody does anything, but you duplicate that all the way down 7 levels. So let's say those 3 people do exactly what you've done. And this is how many consultants you will end up in your team if you keep duplicating this. So if you keep going through this, you'll notice that the figures start to get bigger and bigger. And obviously this is compounding because more and more people are coming in. And bearing in mind, if we're doing video marketing, this shouldn't be too difficult, especially with the webinars and the videos. It is achievable, and there are other businesses that have done far more than this, so I know it does work. So I'm going to give you an example of what sort of income you can earn doing this. So I'm going to show you this calculator now. Don't know if you can see all that. Yeah, okay. In this calculator, I'll just zoom in a bit. You've got several boxes. You've got these steps. Step 1, you choose whether you're going to be a business consultant. You put your start date in. Just leave that 100% there. And in this example, we're going to assume that you've introduced 2 people yourself in your first month and 1 person in the second month. So in the green boxes, you put in 2 and 1. Now you can put more for the next months, obviously, depending on what you think you can achieve. But in this example, we're going to go for 2 and 1. And in the yellow boxes, step 2, we're going to assume that your people do exactly the same. 2 in the first month, 1 in the second month. And then when you come to the blue boxes, step 4, you've got 4 categories: commercial telecoms, commercial energy, domestic dual fuel, and excess insurance. So we're just going to base this on everyone getting 2 customers in the first month for domestic energy switching and 2 customers in the second month. Okay, so everybody duplicates this. We hit calculate, we scroll down, and as I showed you earlier in the PowerPoint presentation, these are the figures of people as they come into the business. So you can see them growing, and then these are the commissions that you're earning on each one, or each level. And if you look in the first year, let me just scroll across. In the first year, you're looking at 50,950, just over £50,000 in your first 12 months. Okay, that's based on 4 customers doing domestic energy switching and 3 consultants, and everyone duplicating it. And that's as simple as it gets. And in the second year, we're going to assume that 75% of those first people renew, and then you do the same thing the following year. And so if you look over a period of 4 years, you're looking at short of £300,000. Now, this is as simple as it gets. No, actually, I'm going to make it even simpler. Let me show you something. Let me show you an even lower level. Let's say you only get 2 customers in your first month, and you don't get any in the second month. So everyone's getting 2 customers each, and you might be one of them. Let's go back down to year 1. You're looking at £29,000 in your first 12 months. Now, that is a full-time income, isn't it? I mean, think about it. What's the average income per year in the UK? It's just over £25,000. And what have you done? You've introduced 2 domestic customers in a year and 3 consultants, and they're doing exactly the same. Or, if you want to look at it slightly differently, let's say it's 1 commercial customer, and forget the domestics, and you put these figures in. 56,000 in your first 12 months, and you can see the rest. So what I'm saying is this is a very, very powerful concept, because we're helping people save money and you're earning a little bit off each person, and it's an easy thing to sell. So it's an easy business to get involved in. And if you want to put more deals, if you want to play around with the calculator, you put in 2, and let's say a couple of insurance excess deals, and maybe a couple more of the and telecoms and the energy deals. Just put a few more in like that, not too many, you know, just scatter them about, and scroll down and see how much you make. You're talking 6 figures, you know. There you go, 6 figures, £114,000, and all you've done is 6 domestic energy deals, 7 excess insurance, and 3 commercial telecoms and 3 commercial energy. Now, some of these people might be the same customers. This isn't including insurance products that we'll be selling, mobile phones, water, any of those other products that we will have coming on board. This is just what we've got at the moment. So that was just an example of how powerful this business really is. And again, this is what we mean by this is what we mean by MLM 2.0. So much simpler, so much more effective, so much more lucrative. Now, the Infinity Leadership Program is designed to help people build their businesses. And this, again, is only for consultants, not for affiliates. And there are 4 levels. When you come in, you start as a consultant, but you can upgrade to senior consultant, and I'll show you how that works. But there are 4 different pools that you can earn from once you get to those levels. Now this means that 10% of all the network bonuses, something called CV, will get added to these pools, and it's 2.5 in each pool. So if you're the only senior consultant in the whole business, then you will get all that 2.5% yourself. If there's 2 of you, you'll split it pro rata. And similarly, if you're the only managing consultant, then you'll be the only one to get that 2.5%, and you'll split the rest with the others. So this is kind of like a system where people can go up the levels and earn more and more money. And the best thing about it is you're earning on the whole of the network. So it doesn't matter whose team these people are in, you still get paid. So it's a very good way of earning larger incomes over a longer period of time. And these are the different pools that you can earn on. So that shows you all the different levels. So when you become a principal consultant, you earn on all of them. And to become, to achieve these leadership levels, these are the criteria. So as a senior consultant, you only need 3 consultants on your first level doing 600 volume. And 600 volume is not very difficult, to be honest with you. 6 consultants on your second level. So it's not 3, 9 and 27 that you normally expect. It's 3, 6 and 12. So it's quite easy. And those are the corresponding volumes. And then of course it's just multiples of that to go up the next level. So 3, 6 and 12, 6, 12 and 24, and you can see the rest. So those are different levels, and those are the different achievements that you can, those are the different levels you need to achieve. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this presentation. What is this surprise game changer? Well, let me show you. Before I do, let me just explain this to you. I've been involved on and off in network marketing 18 years, and I've worked with some brilliant companies. Unfortunately, things don't always work out the way they should, and for one reason or another, something happens and you end up losing all your business, or you end up moving on, or something goes wrong, and you're not earning that money anymore. And so the biggest frustration for me has always been you put all that time and effort into it and you don't get anything back. You've done all that hard work, you've built this business for these people, and you've just earned some income and that's it. So how about this then? Okay, so think about this. We are talking about people, you work in the business, you're building the business for these people. Would it be a good idea if you could earn a share of that profit? Okay, they're making money out of you, why not you? And instead of obviously all going pear-shaped, well, this is where we have decided to offer 50% of our company ownership to our members. That's right, we're talking about share ownership. We're not talking about profit shares, we're talking about actual shares where you have shares in the company. You'll have your registered certificate and your name will appear on the actual company's house documentation. So you are actually a part owner in effect. And the reason we want to do this is because it makes sense. I mean, think about it. You're doing the hard work, you're building the business just like we are. And wouldn't it be nice to reward you? Because I know that if I was rewarded like that, I would work harder, I'd stay longer, and I'd do more. And it makes sense, everybody wins, and that's what we want to offer you. We want to offer you a partnership in this business opportunity. And again, this is what I mean by MLM 2.0. This is something nobody's ever really done before, and why shouldn't we? I mean, think about it. It makes perfect sense, and I do believe that this is probably how most network marketing companies will start going anyway. Okay, so how do you get started then? Well, as I said, there's 2 ways. Join as affiliate, which is free, or as a consultant. The only thing with an affiliate is you only earn down your personal sales in 2 levels on the retail commissions, but you don't earn leadership bonuses or the matching bonuses, and you can't qualify for shares either. And the next step is to switch your own energy and become your own customer and make some commission. And then obviously refer others, refer people who want to save money and people who want to make money. And that's all there is to it. But as a special pre-launch offer, we're still running this because we haven't actually officially launched yet. If you join today, you will get £200 worth of shares. You pay your £200 consultants fee, you'll get £200 worth of shares. And I'll explain how that works in a minute. This offer is limited, however, just to the first 500. We were doing it for the first 1,000, but we found out we can't do it for 1,000 people because we're only allowed to have 1,000 people in the business, shareholders in the business. However, if you do become a consultant and you are one of the first 500 people, then you will also be allowed to purchase more shares as well, up to a maximum of £5,000 worth. And it all depends on how well you're building, because you can actually purchase more. but we're restricting this to a maximum of 1,000 people. The first 500 people will get the shares by becoming a consultant. The next 500 will have to work through those different ranks to get their share levels. So we've got to think about 250 to 300 people already registered as consultants. A lot of them came on since the last webinar we did. So if you want to do this, get in now, get your people on board and get registered, because I think those 200 shares, those 200 positions are going to go very quickly. And by the way, when you do qualify for the shares, you will, if you do qualify as a consultant, as you progress through the ranks, you will earn additional shares. And anybody in your team who've qualified will also earn additional shares. So again, another reason to get in now. Now, let me just give you an example of the power of this and what the actual value is. When we did the webinar last week on Sunday, the value of the shares was 52 pence. Okay, they started at 50 pence, but the value was, for about 2 months, was about 52 pence. They've jumped to 55 pence in just the last few days. So if you had £1,000 worth of shares, I'm just giving you an example here, at 55 pence, you'd get 1,818 shares. Now, we are projecting a figure of about £30 in a couple of years. Now, don't take my word for it. This is just speculation, okay? I'm just giving you an example. We're anticipating getting our share price up to about £30 per share, but it's all based on the number of consultants we have, the number of customers, and the turnover. And at this moment, we've only plugged in the number of consultants. We haven't plugged in the number of customers or the turnover yet. We will be doing that in the next couple of weeks. So those share prices are going to jump up again. So at the moment, they're 55 pence, but when we put the customers and the turnover in, the value will jump up. And here's the example. So let's say you get them today, okay, 55 pence. But if you leave it a few weeks or a couple of weeks or however long it takes for us to plug the customers and the turnover in, what if they jump to 75 pence? How many shares do you get then? 1,333. So you're getting 500 shares, almost 500 shares less. Okay. Now, if you project that out over 2 years, and we're talking about a share price of £30, we'll work it out. You know, you're talking somewhere around £50,000 in the first example, and I don't know, what's that? It's about 40,000. So there's a big difference, you know, huge difference just by waiting that little bit of extra time. And I just wanted to share this with you because most people don't realize this. Okay, just to summarize then, our business is based on a simple concept: transfer spend. We're not asking people to buy products, we're simply asking them to change the buying habits. They're buying already, do it cheaper through us. And energy switching is the most obvious one of all. And we're going to do it through video marketing, so none of this needs to explain. You don't have to ring somebody up and talk to them and explain the business or take them to a meeting or, you know, bring them to your house. It's all going to be done through videos. No more presentations to worry about, no more selling. And the beauty of it is you can work from anywhere. It doesn't matter where you are. And once the mobile phones come in, on board, this is going to be a big seller for most people, especially with the water being deregulated as well. And of course, insurance, that's another big selling product anyway. So think about it, you know, these companies out there, go compare, they're already doing this and they're making millions and millions, but they're all doing it through advertising. They're not doing it through word of mouth. So if we come in and say, hey, why don't you do it through us? It's going to be a lot easier. And of course, there's the share ownership as well. So that's a big opportunity to get hold of. But as I said, we're only going to have 1,000 shareholders in the company. And that's what I mean by true financial freedom.